Got some news for you on Donald Trump's classified documents case out of Mar-a-Lago in Florida. For the first time, we've got some movement out of Jack Smith's prosecutor's office showing that it looks like their investigation may be coming to an end. What does this mean? A little bit of a complicated answer there for you, so bear with me. Maybe something, maybe nothing. Best example that I've heard is prosecutors like playing with their food. What does that mean? It's that the investigation portion may be coming to an end, but at that point, prosecutors like testing out different legal theories. Once they actually go through with the prosecution, obviously it's going to be appealed, and they want to make sure that it's going to stand up on appeal. So although the investigation portion is concluded, they've still got a lot of work that's going to happen behind the scenes. Also, in another turn of events, Donald Trump and his attorneys have sent a letter to Attorney General Garland asking for a meeting. Is this something outside of the norm? Actually, not really. What is outside of the norm is that it went to the Attorney General himself. One of the things that happens a lot is that targets of investigation want to meet with the prosecutors to say, yo, you've got a lot of things wrong here. I'm not the guy, and here's why. Prosecutors typically, they want to get all their facts straight because if you're not the guy, they want to know who is so that they can get the proper person put in jail. They typically want justice to be served, believe it or not. So this isn't something that happens really infrequently. Just a month ago, Hunter Biden, under that investigation, he met with the Department of Justice and their prosecutors to go over his case. I have no idea what was said in that case, but one weird thing in that letter that was sent by Donald Trump and his team was that he had this whole tirade against Hunter Biden in his case. So that's not outside of the norm. Chances are Garland is going to say, hey, I appointed Jack Smith. I appointed him for a reason. You're going to have to talk to him. He's the one taking care of all this. I'm out of this because there's political stuff going on here that I can't be a part of. One weird thing is that Evan Corcoran, one of Trump's attorneys, I don't know if you've heard about this guy. He was in charge of signing one of the letters that was given to the Department of Justice and the National Archives saying that they did a complete search of Trump's residence and all the classified documents were turned in. Well, he actually was forced to testify for the Department of Justice in that case. And he probably said, I was told that everything was turned in. One of the things that was recently reported was that he had Trump's body man watch the door for him. And he thinks that this guy knew when he was going in, when he was going out, and this guy knew when to shuffle boxes in and out. So we don't know what that means. So as far as all these timelines go, we don't know. Now moving back up to Donald Trump in New York, we've got a cold date set for March 25th. Donald Trump said that this is election interference because it's in the middle of election season when he's going to be campaigning. The judge said, no, this is pretty standard timeline for when I set election dates, for when election dates are set in the state of New York. The judge didn't really get too involved as far as what Trump can and can't say about the case. Told his lawyers that you're going to have to let your client know, but if you violate certain terms of what you can't say, sanctions will be imposed on you and this will be contempt of court. Trump, of course, said that this is going to be a violation of his free speech, which it's not. There are certain things that you can't say. There are limits on free speech. And due to the fact that, yes, this is election season, There are things that you, Donald Trump, can say that can affect the outcome of that election. You can poison this jury pool because you have such a large voice. You can't say everything. This is just the way it is. I'm sorry. It is. And also, speaking of your large voice, going to your defamation case against E. Jean Carroll, because you continued defaming, what was it, the next day, the day after in the CNN town hall, E. Jean Carroll is suing you again because you continued defaming. So she said that she wants to double the reward. Instead of $5 million, she wants an additional $10 million. Oh, and by the way, she wants you to quit defaming her. We'll see what happens. Till next time, have a good day.